Okay, so my microphone is working, my tablet is working. Why is no picture coming across on my stream? The picture is incredibly important. There's the picture. Oh my god, yes. We're gonna check. Incredibly important. There's the picture. Oh my god, yes. We're gonna check. There's the picture. Oh my god, yes. We're gonna check. Okay, so I had to mute that again because that was just like an endless loop of me just going, oh my god, yes. So, um, it is 1 o'clock in the morning, and I figure anybody up around this time would probably appreciate a little bit of chill. So, we are going to do just that. I am just gonna go ahead and draw. Oh, I should probably get the chat up. I know the likelihood of anybody watching is like incredibly low, and it's not that I care. It's not that I don't care that you're here. It's that, I don't necessarily care how many people are watching. It's that I don't want to be rude. uh, I'm plenty rude enough as it is. I don't need to, like, help myself out with that. So... Okay, yeah, chat is up. Chat is empty. That's fine. Okay. We're gonna futz with the stream settings. I'm out in the woods a bit, so I do want... Why can't I change stream latency? Susan. Why are you like this? Anyway, so I'm gonna be doodling. I figure just like a generic pretty girl, but also I do not judge how I have my fucking or my gosh darn because the way I have this set up right now is I just have like a folder named sketchbook, and within it is hell just all over the place. Where'd that... fine. Okay. I thought I had saved a reference picture somewhere, but I didn't. So, we're just gonna screen cap it from the website I was just on. So, I wanted to draw some flowers. And I decided that we are gonna draw these, Renkai? I forget. Invert selected area. We're gonna draw these orchids. Mainly because they look like little people. And because, this is YouTube, I'm going to say that these are little people that never got their umbilical cords removed. So. I honestly do not know what I'm drawing right now, but, you know, whatever. I don't necessarily think that... Okay, so I know, like, people like to say it really doesn't matter what, you know, art looks like to the outsider. I think that, like, what people mean when they say that is, feel free to get abstract. But I feel like also there's a certain expectation to skill and style when people say art is what you make of it, and, you know, like, don't be afraid to get weird, don't be afraid to get out there, like, don't be afraid to, like, create art that, like, means something to you personally. um and I know this is gonna sound so pretentious, and I'm sorry, but remember that basically I'm telling you to be pretentious. Um, and that is what people mean when they say that. Like, create something that has, like, an individual meaning to you. Focus on that. It's fine to be pretentious. If something requires pretense, that just means that, you know, could be smart. I don't know. It depends on how many people get it or not. I think that when, like, people get mad at something for being pretentious, it's typically because I hesitate to call it an education, but the exposure to the subject is really what they're missing. Like, I constantly hear all the time that queer art is pretentious, and it's like, no, you just don't get it, and that's fine. But it also does require some sort of pretense. It does require understanding. It requires empathy for the queer experience, and a lot of people just don't develop empathy for individuals that they cannot find themselves aligning with, even if they have nothing against them. They just... I don't think it's a good thing at all. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't think it was absolutely a thing. Where people just kind of excuse something as pretentious or worthless just because they don't have that very specific set of life experiences that would lead them to any kind of understanding of the subject at hand. And I think that while that's not a moral failing, and while it doesn't invalidate your opinion, like, you're still allowed to have your opinion, I do think that does kind of, like, mean it doesn't matter in the context of the situation. In the context of the art, your opinion is not going to matter. And I think that's why straight people hate gay art so much. They're just incapable of understanding and don't want to. Or worse, that they know that the lack of understanding is on their part, and they expect that to be compensated for, which is really frustrating. I think sometimes you should be prepared to, like, defend your art and talk about it and stuff like that. It would be really foolish of me to think otherwise, but at the same time, I don't really think that, like, you should feel ashamed because somebody doesn't get your message. Like, one of the reasons why Tommy Wiseau's The Room got as big and as hardcore of a cult status as it did was because fundamentally we did understand it. Oh gosh, I forget who it was. But I saw this video essayist on YouTube, where we are now, describe The Room as what a bad breakup feels like as you're going through it, through the perspective of someone that feels like they've done nothing wrong. And I really like that. I think that basically sums it up pretty well. The Room is just kind of like a singular experience. Nobody but Tommy Wiseau could have made it. I have very similar feelings about Neil Breen films, but I enjoy those a hell of a lot less. I think I'll give her a braid. I know I said I was gonna draw flowers and I'm just like, hey, here's this bitch with my hair. I'm sorry. I have really great hair and I've had short hair my whole life. So I'm just like, I have a great reference to go off of. And it's not even that, like, I think my hair is, like, better or of, like, a superior quality. Like, I have great hair to use as reference for a drawing because it has so much volume and it has so much depth that just, like, I gotta. As far as I know, nobody's still watching the stream. So I think we're good. How do we change that? Sorry, I'm trying to futz with my video settings. I will think it's kind of funny if, I find out if there are any of the weirdos that think I'm a psychic coming and visiting these streams, because this is not what those are for. But, oh, one more layer down. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this sketch layer. I don't want to do line art. This is probably gonna end up just like being like a rough paint. I'm still trying to get used to Clip Studio. Um, I've had it for a couple of years. Um, Clip Studio goes on sale pretty often, at least once or twice a year. Um, but like about once every year they like put it down to like half price. And I got this like a couple of years ago, and I've just been like so bad about learning how to use it. Um, I used the same shitty copy of Photoshop for so long. Like it was like Photoshop Elements like 6. And it took me like years to go, okay, I'm just gonna not save up for because initially the plan was to like get Illustrator, and I was like, actually no, I absolutely do not want Illustrator. Um Number one, Illustrator was expensive, and I didn't want to give Adobe any more money. Which, you know, like, I guess that's like something, thankfully, that other people are beginning to empathize with. It's not that we ever really. I just don't think anybody ever wanted to give Adobe their money, but like, for instance, right now I'm using, what is it, a Huon? Canvas, and like, I paid, like, this was my indulgence. This was my big indulgence this year. And this was like $200. The thing is that I remember my first graphics tablet, and I got a Wacom. I got a little Bamboo, and I had that puppy for years. I think I only got rid of it like a couple of years ago. I'm sorry, I'm just... Not to get all gay on this stream, I'm thinking about a girl right now. And, you know, like, it was so weird. Like, we've never, like, formally talked. We've never met. We do not know each other. And I don't know. Like, it's just one of those things where, like, we've known of each other. Oh, and the soulful guitar music starts. What is this? I have a little, playlist of YouTube-friendly music. This is all actually composed by the same guy. His name is Jason Shaw. I just listen to this shit, because it's good. This is Autumn Sunset. I'm actually gonna say we want I want this. But look at her shirt. You know what? I get to draw this. I think I'm gonna give her pink hair. No, not pink hair. Draw a lot of girls with pink hair. I think everybody draws a lot of girls with pink hair these days. Girls with pink hair are just kind of like the safe comfort zone. Actually, yeah, like a dusty rose. A dusty rose. Need to do some more shading on her face. But there we go. See if there was anybody here to have more to talk about. Hmm.